1 minute smarter, every market clearer. Welcome to my channel, I'm Claire. Looking back at 2023 and 2024, the eyes of global investors were almost entirely fixed on the giant that is Nvidia. We collectively witnessed how this former graphics card company leaped to the pinnacle of global market capitalization, becoming the ultimate symbol of the AI era. However, as we stand at the crossroads leading to 2026, a deep-seated concern has emerged in the market. If all the capital is flowing to the pick and shovel sellers, when exactly will the companies, buying the shovels to mine for gold, actually strike it rich? If the ultimate use of AI is limited to writing poems and drawing pictures, how can it support valuations in the tens of trillions of dollars? Dan Ives, the famous tech bull spokesperson from Wall Street and managing director of equity research at Wedbush Securities, provided the answer in his latest forecast. He believes that far from being on the brink of an AI bubble burst, we are actually on the eve of the explosion of the fourth industrial revolution. 2026 will be the year of a fundamental paradigm shift in AI investment logic. Dan Ives suggests that the baton of growth will officially pass from core chip makers to the derivative companies that can leverage AI to create actual business value. To understand this shift, we need to dive deep into his 1 to 810 multiplier effect model. According to Ives' observations, every $1 spent on an Nvidia chip leads to $8 to $10 of spending across other sectors of the tech industry. This effect is often used in economics to describe the amplification of national income by government spending. But in the AI field, chips are like the railroad infrastructure of the 19th century. In the early days of railroad construction, the beneficiaries were the steel mills and the railroad companies. But the true explosion of wealth occurred among the retailers, factories, and subsequent urbanization that utilized the rail networks for large-scale trade. The current AI market is in the late stages of building the railroad. Computing infrastructure has allowed data centers to spring up across the globe, but by 2026, the focus of investors must shift from who is selling the chips to who is making money using the chips. Among the 5 breakout stocks named by Ives, Microsoft is placed at the core. Microsoft's headquarters in Redmond is leading the AI race in the enterprise market. When a Fortune 500 company decides to introduce AI to improve efficiency, Microsoft is often the first choice because these companies are already deeply embedded in the Windows ecosystem, Office suites, and Azure cloud services. For business owners, the cost, security, and compatibility of integrating Microsoft's Copilot or deploying AI models on Azure are optimal. Ives observes that Azure is evolving from a mere storage and computing platform into an operating system for enterprise-grade AI. He predicts that Microsoft's stock price has up to $100 of upside potential. This isn't just wishful thinking, it's based on the actuarial analysis of enterprise AI penetration. As AI automatically generates Excel cells, PowerPoint slides, and enterprise code, Microsoft's revenue model will evolve from per-head licensing fees to value sharing based on the productivity AI creates. This evolution of the business model constitutes Microsoft's insurmountable moat in 2026, making it the digital ticket for all enterprises entering the AI world. If Microsoft dominates the office, then Apple is seen as the AI leader of the average consumer's life. Although the market has been disappointed by Apple's perceived silence in the AI space over the past year or two, Ives believes this silence will be broken by the eve of 2026. Apple's core catalysts lie in 2 points. First, a deep strategic partnership with Google to embed powerful generative AI capabilities into the core of iOS, instantly giving over 1 billion iPhone users worldwide an AI phone. And second, achieving the seamless implementation of consumer-grade AI. True AI adoption isn't about asking users to go to a web interface to talk to a bot. It's about integrating AI into daily life, automatically polishing text messages, framing photos, and aligning schedules. Apple's high-quality user base and closed-loop ecosystem, especially the social moat provided by iMessage, are fundamentally changing its valuation logic. The market will no longer view it solely as a hardware company, but as an AI service distribution platform. Ives expects that by 2026, the AI portion of the valuation will begin to be priced into the stock, bringing an incremental value of $75 per share to Apple. In the physical world, Tesla is viewed by Ives as the leader in physical AI. He believes Tesla is undergoing an epic narrative shift, transforming from an electric vehicle company into the world's leading physical AI and robotics company. 2026 will be the most important year in the history of Elon Musk and Tesla, as FSD, full self-driving, and the Optimus humanoid robot reach a commercial tipping point. The autonomous driving business alone could add $1 trillion to Tesla's market cap. Once FSD is deployed at scale, Tesla will transform into a software company. Every Tesla on the road will be a mobile AI sensor, constantly generating high-value data and providing subscription services. Essentially, Tesla's robotics technology is putting the brain of autonomous driving into a body with hands and feet. Therefore, Ives believes Tesla should not be compared to Ford or Toyota, but rather to Nvidia. Nvidia provides the computing heart of AI, while Tesla is building the physical body of AI. Beyond the big three, Palantir and CrowdStrike play the roles of the nervous system and immune system of the AI ecosystem. Palantir represents the decision-making brain of AI. When companies are no longer satisfied with basic chat and need AI to handle complex supply chain optimization, battlefield command, or financial anti-fraud issues, Palantir's AI platform will demonstrate massive first-mover advantages and order conversion capabilities. Meanwhile, CrowdStrike is the digital armor of AI. As AI capabilities grow, the threat of cyber attacks rises accordingly. In 2026, a security system without AI support will be defenseless. CrowdStrike's Falcon platform uses AI to fight AI, becoming an indispensable line of defense in the entire ecosystem. While these two companies may not be as eye-catching as Tesla, their strategic positions as steady, high-growth derivatives in the multiplier effect are critical. From a macro perspective, Dan Ives particularly emphasized the competitive advantage of the United States in key technological fields. In the areas of physical AI and enterprise AI ecosystems, where data accumulation is deepest and algorithm iteration is fastest, U.S. companies represented by Tesla and Microsoft are currently in the lead. This leadership will become especially crucial in 2026, when AI fully steps out of the lab and into factories, streets, and everyone's phones, directly translating technical premiums into market share and economic gain. For the average observer, the core takeaway is, do not trade tomorrow's market using yesterday's logic. If your investment thesis is still stuck in the AI equals chips, or chips equal Nvidia phase, it may no longer apply in 2026. Once the infrastructure is laid, the real wealth will flow to the companies that solve the last-mile problem. That is, those who can make businesses save and earn money, those who can make consumers dependent, and those who can make AI work for people in the physical world. However, we must also maintain a rational perspective. Dan Ives' predictions carry an optimistic, bullish tone, and on the road to 2026, we still face interest rate fluctuations, data privacy regulations, and ethical bottlenecks in the implementation process. But it is undeniable that the AI revolution is no longer just slides on a PowerPoint. It is permeating every gear of social operation, much like electricity and the internet did in their time. Looking back at major technological revolutions in human history, the initial beneficiaries are always those who provide the raw materials and tools. In the 19th century California gold rush, the big money was made by the shovel merchants and Levi's selling jeans. In the internet wave of the late 20th century, the first to explode were Cisco, selling routers and servers. In the first 3 years of the AI revolution, Nvidia undoubtedly played the role of the shovel seller. But history also tells us that the companies that ultimately change the course of civilization and create lasting wealth are those that build new lifestyles on top of those tools. Without Ford's assembly line, steel is just steel. Without the mobile ecosystem brought by the iPhone, high-speed networks are just meaningless bandwidth. 2026 is precisely such a moment. Nvidia's chips will become the foundation of the new world, and these 5 companies, Microsoft, Apple, Tesla, Palantir, and CrowdStrike, are building the skyscrapers of the future on that foundation. Standing at this crossroads of wealth redistribution, a core question faces all investors. In 2026, which will have more potential? Physical AI, which can completely transform urban transportation and productivity, or software AI, which takes the first step in reshaping how we work and live. This is not just a showdown between heavy and light assets in the AI field, but the key to our understanding of the winning probabilities in the technological game of the next decade. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe to stay tuned. I always appreciate your feedback, so drop a comment below. Thanks for listening, and catch you later.